It's 10:30, so we will go ahead and get started. I'm Deanne Walters, and I'm the Director of Clinical Affairs and Quality Improvement with CAHF. And part of my journey is to help our CAHF members go through the quality award process. I have been an administrator and have worked as an examiner for many years, and also applied while I was in operations over the years as well. And today we're super excited. Alan Engeloff is with us to talk about his experience with applying through the quality awards, up to and including receiving the gold level award. And Alan also serves now as an examiner. So lots of great insight, and I will turn it over so we can make good use of our 30 minutes. Thanks, Alan.
Thanks for the introduction, Deanne. Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see everybody. I'm glad to be here today to talk with you guys. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, great. So, today we're going to talk a little bit about, Vista Pacifica's journey to gold. Share a little bit about kind of why we did the program and how it's benefited us, and a little bit about why you guys should do the program as well too. I'm glad to hear Jazz is going for bronze, and Caroline, hopefully you will be too as well this year. So let's go ahead and get started. So a little bit about myself. I am the Executive Vice President and Administrator for Vista Pacifica Enterprises. We're a small independently owned organization here in Riverside, California, Southern California. And I serve as the administrator for our Gold Award facility as well too. I've been an administrator for going on 7 years now. So I got licensed back in early 2016. And took over both buildings that year, running our small and our large facility. We specialize in behavioral health, so we have a nice niche down here, and both of our buildings, approach it differently, but our Gold Award facility is really a gero-psych type of facility. So I've been in long-term care for about 16 years. I know I don't look old enough to have worked in long-term care for 16 years, but since I got out of college, basically, I've been in the industry. So like Deanne mentioned, I'm also an examiner. I started after we won our Gold Award in 2019. I started as a Gold Award examiner in 2020, and I've been doing that for the last few years. Still looking forward to my first in-person site visit. I haven't been able to do one of those yet because of COVID, but hopefully next year will be our year. So looking forward to that too. So a little bit about Vista Pacifica's Quality Award journey. We first applied for our Bronze Award in 2016. We had heard about the Bronze Award, the Quality Award program really through CAHF at some of the conferences that we went to, and decided, we wanted to be a part of that program. So we applied for our Bronze Award in 2016. We didn't apply for the Silver Award in 2017 because we didn't have the regulatory survey performances to meet the requirements to apply for the silver for that year. So we had to get some systems in place to get our regulatory performance improved so that we could apply for a silver award in 2018, which we did that year, and we're fortunate to win our silver award that year. And then the following year, we applied for our gold award, and we were fortunate to get a site visit our first year after applying, and to win it after our first site visit as well too. So, that's kind of a short period from 2016 to 2019, but we were very fortunate to have that experience. So I wanted to talk a little bit about why at each level we decided to start the quality award journey and continue it as well too. For us in 2016, when we started and we applied for the Bronze Award, for us, it was about pride and recognition. We had been to, the CAHF events and to some of the AHCA events, and seen these facilities winning these awards, and really felt like, we were a good organization, we were a good facility, and we wanted to get recognition for it. So in 2020, decided to do that and applied for the Bronze Award in one. And at that point, our decision to continue with the journey, because as you guys may or may not be aware, the increase in commitment it takes to go from bronze to silver is quite significant. The Bronze Award's a 5-page application. I believe the Silver Award is now up to 25 pages. So going from bronze to silver is quite a big jump. But for us at that point, we wanted to continue after winning bronze to go to silver, because at that point in our journey as a facility, we were really committed to improving quality in our facility. You know, it really became a key theme for us after I took over that facility, that we really wanted to improve our quality. And that's really what.
That's why I pulled $500 out of our savings, so you'd have money to do stuff if you wanted to do stuff. That was the whole purpose behind that. I told you that. So like, God, dude.
Our new guest on the phone, ending in 2462. Can you mute? We can hear your conversation, but welcome.
All right. Okay, so for us, you know, and that's really what Silver is about. Silver is really about committing to quality improvement and committing to quality. And so for us, you know, we really wanted to continue down that road. It felt like the Baldrige criteria, which is what the quality award journey is really based around, really was a roadmap for us to really improve as an organization. You know, when you get into the application, specifically at the Silver award level, you really focus on, you know, really important areas like customer experience, workforce, strategy, operations. So for us, you know, reading the application for Silver, it was a no-brainer. It really was, for us, really a roadmap as to how to improve as an organization. And then once we won the Silver award, you know, at that point, we knew we were a good facility, and we felt like we were a good facility, but we wanted to take that extra step and become a great organization. And, you know, we knew that if we continued down that path, that's where we would end up. So, you know, I remember going to the AHCA conference in 2018 and watching Edgemore, which was the facility in California that won the gold award before we did. You know, watching them accept their gold award, and Walt, the administrator, doing his speech, and you know, that was a great motivating experience for us. You know, at that point, we knew we had to keep going, and we had to get that gold award. So. A little bit about how the facility has helped us specifically as a facility. You know, one of the areas that we've really benefited from as a result of it is, you know, the program makes you focus on results. And as a result of that, we really improved many of our key performance measures. Before starting the journey, we weren't a 5-star facility, but after we started the program, we've been a 5-star facility ever since, for going on 6 straight years now. You know, we improved our regulatory performance quite significantly. The processes that we put in place really helped us to go from 2 up to a 4-star in health inspections. Hopefully we'll be at 5 this year. Our quality measures have been at a 5-star rating ever since we started the program as well too. It's really helped us financially as well too. We've been able to win the CAHF award for the last 6 straight years and be in the top tier for the last 4. And that was something that our organization hadn't been able to achieve prior to that. So that was a big boost for us from starting this journey as well too. And customer satisfaction has been, you know, one of those areas specifically with the Silver and Gold award that you focus on that's really benefited us as an organization. You know, we have a 99% occupancy rate in our facility and have for the last, you know, 6 years. So those are areas that the program really, the focus on results and processes has really helped us to achieve those high performance levels. And then of course, you know, you can't talk about, you know, the benefits without talking about workforce too, which is so key right now. For us, this has been one of the biggest benefits of the program in our facility. And that's, you know, going through the process, specifically the Gold Award, and having the site visits and getting your team ready for that process. It really fostered a team building environment in our facility. And our levels of engagement just soared, particularly in 2019 when we were doing the Gold. And we've been able to sustain that since. And as a result, our turnover rates have gone down quite substantially over the last 5 or 6 years. Our retention rates are extremely high. We retain, on average, about 90% of our CNAs every year, 86% of our nursing staff. So we've seen huge benefits, particularly in workforce, as a result of the program too. And you know, we've become a stronger and more resilient facility as a result. You know, I think back on it now, and I'm so grateful that we did the program pre-COVID, because I really think it set us up to weather that storm of the pandemic, specifically in 2020 and 2021. And honestly, I think we're a better facility now today in 2022 than we were before the pandemic. And I think a lot of that is because of the processes we put in place as a result of this program. Getting that Gold Award in 2019, you know, set us up perfectly to be able to weather that storm. And as we all know, it's been a rough couple of years, but I think that we've come out on top as a result of that. So, and so why should you guys do this journey? Why, after hearing all that, should you guys put in the effort and the time? And I think that the best answer I could give to this is, now more than ever, I think it's critical for facilities to be performing at a high level. The Baldrige criteria, doing the bronze and going to silver is going to help you put these processes in place to achieve these high levels of performance. And as we all know, in today's climate, we must all be prepared for increased regulatory scrutiny from surveyors and CDPH and all the government agencies that are breathing down our backs. The never-ending workforce challenges that we have, and just the overall demand for higher quality from legislators, advocates, customers, and all the various agencies that are demanding all that from us. And the quality award journey is really going to help you to be able to meet all of those. There's no way, I don't think a building could do the silver and go to the gold award without being able to achieve all of these and be able to put these processes in place. So it's an excellent roadmap to help you get to where you need to be to really succeed in today's environment. And that's kind of the why as to why we applied and how it's benefited us, and why you guys should. And so if you guys have any questions, I'm here, Lori's here, Deanne. We wanted to ask or answer any questions you guys may have about getting started at the bronze level, or I don't know if anybody on the call has their bronze already and maybe going to silver quite yet. Lori, you want to add anything that jumped out to you from your experience?
No, I agree 100%. And I think that, historically, if you look over time to the people that have participated in the award, you'll see similar outcomes. There's a lot of data that shows that it really drives that level of performance in your organization. So I would just encourage you all to do it. That being said, these calls we're doing them monthly, and if you start your process and you get stuck on something, please bring that question. We'll be happy to, because if you're stuck on it, probably somebody else will be stuck on it too and wondering the same thing. So we can just answer it together. And
yeah, absolutely. And my email is on there, and I know Lori, your email was on the one before too. And if you ever have any individual questions you wanted to ask too, or I know that Deanne's there to answer a lot of those questions, but if you ever have any questions specifically that I could answer too, feel free to reach out to me, even if it's to review one of your applications. I don't mind giving feedback on things that maybe you can add or change, or any questions. So
in the chat, I dropped in the link for the webpage on the AHC site for you to access the quality award materials. And since I think most of our participants today are looking at that bronze level, I'm just now putting in their document. It's called the roadmap for the bronze, and it kind of takes you, literally, it looks like a roadmap, and it lists, the steps you need to take through the journey to get to the bronze. And so you can utilize that as a kind of a guide and set up your timeline in order to get through the process. And Alan, if you want to talk to that bronze, since we are kind of focused on that, it is 5 pages. And the cool thing is it's like dipping your toe in the water, which is the way I get into any pool. I dip my toe in the water. And really it's about your facilities, so it's nothing that you don't already know. And that's the really cool part, and why AHCA puts it into this format on these 3 bronze, silver, and gold levels, is to help you organize yourself. And so it's just really about your organization, your facility, the things that are important to you. And that's a really great way to step in, because there really isn't a wrong answer. I mean, I guess really through the whole program, there's no wrong answer. It's just, what do you do and what are your processes? So in bronze, as long as you answer the question, you can achieve it. And that kind of kickstarts you into the whole journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the best way to describe the bronze, which is that there is no wrong answer. The bronze application, those 5 pages that you're completing, really it's just about answering questions about who you are and what you guys do. It's for the later applications, they refer to it as the organizational profile, but really you're talking about what services do you provide to your customers? Who are your customers? Who are your competitors? Those types of things. So it's really just about answering questions about who you are as a facility and what type of clients you serve, what type of services you provide, who are your partners and collaborators. So that's the great thing about the bronze application. It's not too long and there is no wrong answer. Just tell them about yourself. Tell them your story. Who are you and what do you do and who do you serve? And one of the great things about applying for the bronze award, really at any level of the application, you have 3 years after you achieve each level to apply for the next level to maintain your status. So even if you guys apply for bronze this year and you may not feel like you're quite ready to go down that silver award path, you still have time after you win that bronze award to continue down that path. It doesn't necessarily have to be, each year you go down that. Ideally, you would, but it gives you that time to be able to put your processes in place and get ready. So the bronze award also, there's a section on it that focuses on quality improvement. But again, most buildings these days and age, you should have a QAPI program in place in your building, I'm sure. So really it's just talking about how you do quality improvement in your organization. So it's definitely getting your feet wet for sure.
I think one of the things that neither of us have talked about is when you do win, they give you a media packet. So you can use that in your marketing strategies. It also gives you like the logo that you can use when you're sending out your emails and stuff. So it's really a good thing for you to have. People can see, oh God, they're a quality award winning facility at any level. It speaks volumes.
Yeah, absolutely. When we got our media packet for our silver and for our gold, we took it and we put them all over t-shirts. We got scrubs for all of our staff, with the big logo on it. So it creates a lot of sense of pride, especially for your workforce and your staff, and allows you to be able to brag to whether it's other hospitals or referrals or wherever it may be about this major achievement that you've been able to accomplish. So
it's really funny how much that means to the staff when they get, say they work in a quality award winning facility. It means a lot to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just so that you know, because the bronze is really just about you, AHCA has a free resource and I just put it into the chat, and it is very short video clips that will read the question to you, and it goes in order. Like you start at YouTube, number 1, it'll read the question to you. It'll give you a sample answer, and then you can like pause it, write out what, your answer. And so it really just kind of walks you through the whole thing. So you don't have to struggle on your own. So it's really helpful at the bronze level. So you can, go right onto the education site for AHCA. And if you don't already have your sign-on as a CAHF member, you are a member of AHCA. And so you could just send them an email in order to get your access to the website, just in case you don't already. So since workforce is such a huge thing, Alan, I guess I have a question about, how did you use the gold site visit prep time, or when you're writing the gold, how did you really use that to garner your workforce, to support you to, really, create that, the positive culture in your facility? Because I know when I was writing, I wrote the bronze, and then at the silver, I started involving my team, but I don't know that I really did that as well as what it sounds like you did. So, kind of how did you make that happen to really like pull the staff together?
Yeah, I think that ours was probably similar to what you just said, Deanne. At the bronze level, it's the 5 pages you're answering questions about you. It's probably written by your administrator and maybe your DON. When you get to the silver award level, it's really important to get your department managers involved in the process, because if you wait until you get to the gold award level before you start telling everybody what you're doing, by the end it's going to be too late. So, for us, at the silver award level, we really got our department managers and our department heads involved in writing the application and contributing to it at that point. So winning that award after they put in that effort, creates this sense of pride and kind of sets you down that path. And then for us, when we decided to go for the gold, it was kind of we included our workforce in that decision that, hey, yeah, we want to do this. We want to make that commitment. And then really the site visit preparation process really was, a huge boost for creating that environment for us. We did games, and we did, at our stand-up meeting every day, we did, prizes and different kinds of things to get staff ready and prepared for it. And, for us, one of the more challenging things with getting staff ready for the site visit was trying to explain to them that this wasn't going to be like a CDPH visit. Everybody thinks when you have people coming in to ask you questions and evaluate you as a facility that it's like surveying, but it's a very different experience than that. At least ours was anyways. The site visit examiners come in and, they're not there to drill you and get you in trouble. They're there to hear your story about who you are. And so our staff were really able to shine at that point. We have a lot of long-term staff who have been in our facility for 20 plus years. And so, they were able to really shine when they were interviewed with the surveyor, with the examiner, sorry. And it just created a awesome environment for us in our building.
So it's more like they instead of hiding from surveyors, they actually like approach the examiners and brag about what they do.
Exactly. It's, go up there and tell them how long you've worked at our facility and why you've worked here for 20 plus years, because they want to hear that information. And there's no wrong answer, especially during the site visit, especially when they're talking to your staff. They're not asking them about food temps or about, how do you, transfer a patient or something like that. It's tell me why you like working here. What are the great things about your facility? So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, do any of our participants here have any questions? I'm sure that myself, Lori, and Alan can just, jabber on because we really love the program and are really excited about it and have for gazillions of years between the three of us. But what are your questions, your thoughts? If you have hesitations, reasons why other than jazz, reasons why you might not want to apply, what are you guys thinking?
No, it was great to see the timeline and really the kind of like how you walked us through. I think it's awesome to see the result of your commitment. I have worked a little bit with Deanne on bronze when I first came into the industry, but I know silver and gold, they just don't happen. So kudos to your team and for the hard work you guys done. And again, looking forward to the day where we can also walk in those shoes, I guess. But thank you, Alan, for sharing your story.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And my hat's off to anybody who can make the commitment to go down this path and do this journey today in 2022, because it's been a rough couple of years. It was one thing for us to be able to focus on our quality award journey from 2016 to 2019, but in today's climate, having to deal with all the workforce challenges that we have to, and with COVID, being able to commit yourself to this program really says a lot about you as a leader in your facility. So I think it's great, and I love to see more buildings in California be able to achieve those silver and gold levels. So anything I can do to help with that, please sign me up.
All right. Well, if no one else has any other thoughts or questions, everything, just go ahead and you can email us at any time and we'd be happy to respond. If you need assistance locating where any of the materials are, we can help with that. Questions about the materials, we are definitely available and willing to help. We really encourage you to do it. It's really great. And we want to have a super showing for California in this year's quality award. So whatever we can do for you, let us know. Other than writing it, that's one thing we're not allowed to do. We're not allowed to write it for you. And all right, closing words, Alan, and then we'll let everybody get back to their day.
You know, I look forward to next month and the month after that, the sessions we have when we can really dig into, you know, some of the content of the applications and really give you guys some great tips on, you know, how to answer some of the questions. And I hope that you guys will, you know, stick on the journey and really commit to that bronze, you know, and have faith that you'll do well on your survey, Jazz, and, you know, you'll be ready for that bronze award application in January. And yeah, anything we can do to help, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and thank you for bringing that up, Alan. We do plan on changing the content for the next few months, really focusing on the criteria for those people that are joining us. So we will talk about some of the questions. So what we'd love to see is for you to download the application, start working a little bit on your bronze award, since that's what we look like we have the levels here. And that way you can come to the next month with a little bit of background, and then we would be able, through Lori and Alan, to answer those questions that you have to help really sharpen up your application so you can be ready to submit it. All right. Sounds good. Hopefully we'll see you back again next month. Bring an administrator friend from another facility with you, so that way, right, we can get more people involved. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
All right, take care, everybody.